Welcome to Crimson Guitars, welcome to my home studio, and welcome to That Strange Thing, a 5th episode in a 3-episode series. The 250-minute build, it's gone a little bit over because we had planned to do a build in 250 minutes, roughly 4 hours. I think I can do that because it needed to. While this is going on, the Great Guitar Build-Off unofficial competition is coming to a close, and in celebration of that we decided to have our Black Friday sale early. 2 or 3 weeks of fantastic deals at crimsonguitars.com, and everything from guitar building tools and sundries like our stains and oils and finishes and etc. to kit guitars, guitar building courses. The school is open. Check it out. Anyway, video. Onwards. Burn it. Haha! Yay! Now it turns out I don't have string trees here, but it occurred to me that I could make a string tree to hit all 4 of the affected strings without fiddling about too much. I think that looks quite cool. In line with the tuners. It holds the strings where they need to be. It does pull that down far enough. You can change the angle. If I've got a screw here and a screw here, it's sorted. It's just need some soft jaws. Now that took me less than 10 minutes, and I have been meaning to do it for over a year now. Soft jaws, very useful. This also worked out all right. Nice. Yep, I'm really happy with that. A little bit different, definitely works well. At this stage, the strings are under the correct amount of tension, and I need to basically set the guitar up. It is going to move and change over the next week or two before we deliver it, I assume, to the lucky winner, who will be announced at the end of this video. I need to check the relief, make sure that there is a small amount of relief in the neck. At the moment, it's almost perfectly flat. It is basically perfectly flat. Once I've got a little bit of relief in there, I'm going to use my nut files to lower the nut slots down to a point where I've got a very nice action. And then you adjust the saddles and sort the height out, then roughly intonate it, and we'll end up with something that is probably more playable than most guitars in most shops, but still only part of the way there. After that, it's time for wiring. In fact, before I do any of that, I'm going to paint some shielding paint on the back of this control cavity. Because I should, really. Ta-da! So hold the strings down at the first and last fret, and then just tap away, there is a minuscule amount of relief. So I'm just going to pull that back with the truss rod. Now, when you're holding the fret down at the 3rd fret, you want to be able to tap the string and with almost no pressure feel the string move. If it's that, you've got a way to go. Here we go. Hold down at the 3rd fret. See? And I could probably even take that down a little bit if I wanted to. So now that the nut is at height and, well, we're in tune, it's time to mess around with the intonation. Essentially, if I have the string tuned and the fretted note is higher than it should be, i.e. higher than the harmonic, like that is, obviously I'll use a tuner to actually check this, then what you want to do is make the string longer by pushing the saddle away from the nut. If it is high, when you fret the note, make the string longer. High, long, high equals more, therefore give it more. That's always confused me, but that's how it is. Come on then, we're going on a journey together. It's not quite as close as I thought it was. Yeah, that's close enough. And then once I've got the intonation basically in, then I can set the action. Moving the saddles about changes the point at which the string leaves the saddle in relation to the fretboard, etc., and thus the height of that string. So we get the intonation basically in, then change the height to make sure everything's sorted, then we'll go back and check the intonation, make sure, we'll finesse it. I've adjusted the bridge a little bit, I've adjusted the intonation a little bit. The action is actually relatively high, which is how I like it, but yeah. Well, we originated. The action can go down. Personally, I like to be able to dig in underneath, but that's me. I'm happy to leave it at this for now. Perfect. Oh, before I put this in, I do need to drill a jack socket. Exactly where? Exactly there. I know. The jack plate's too flat. This isn't damaging the chrome. There we go. Almost perfect. That'll do nicely. These nut cubes are awesome. So, before you do any soldering, the tip of your soldering iron needs to be clean and tinned. So essentially, I'll just put a little bit of solder on the iron. You then warm up the part that you're dealing with, put a little bit of solder on there, and that now has solder on it, waiting for the wire. And that's pretty much it. So you do that, nice and good to go. And you just do it everywhere you need to put a wire, pretty much. And always clean the tip of your soldering iron in between joints, I suppose. That will work much better. I install all of my parts directly into the guitar and then wire from there. If you've got enough access to everything, i.e. you can get your soldering iron in, that's a perfectly valid option in my book. Okay, here is the basics of wiring a guitar. Find yourself a wiring diagram. Follow it. You need to tin the wire, you need to tin the part that you're about to solder to, i.e. put a little bit of solder, heat it up, put some solder on the lug. Put some solder on the end of the wire, then you hold them together, apply some heat, and they will stick together. Pretty much there. Don't blow on it. I'm not sure if it's true, but everybody thinks that blowing on a solder joint will add some moisture and make it not work. Cooling it down a little bit too quickly can also cause what's called a dry joint. These things are bad, okay? I think that's it. I'm going to install the jack plate, and should I just take my life into my hands and install the back plate as well? And then if it doesn't work, I have to take the back plate off? Yeah, let's do that. Well, I think I've finished the guitar. Maybe black screws, but black screws on there would mess with that and that and that. Anyway, I'm going to clear my bench and plug her in and we'll see. I forgot something. Did you see it? Did you see where I put too much pressure on the control knob and essentially pushed the inside of the capacitor through itself? This was the one that hadn't deformed, you see, so I thought we'd just go on nice and easy and be done. So yeah, I have to take the backplate off because that don't look like it's supposed to now, does it? The other one that I thought would give me some trouble, well, she looks pretty good. It's even centered, which I didn't think it would be. I am sent to try myself. I'm done. I'm gonna have to take the backplate off. I'm gonna have to rewire that whole pot, and then we'll do the test, and then tomorrow I will announce, well, the winner. But for me it's tomorrow, for you it's like now. Well, this is interesting. So internally it's actually fine. What's happened is these little tags, there we go, those are called tags. Those little tags have just failed. So if I were to push the pot back together and fold those over, it would probably function perfectly well. I am not going to do that because it's now a faulty part, so yeah, we're done. Let's replace it. ISOtunes. Oh, by the way, if you ever have to force something, if you're putting, pressure on something and it feels like it's a little bit too much, it's almost certainly a little bit too much. Whether you're cutting with a handsaw or pushing with a chisel or, I don't know, carving some beef or whatever, if it's not going easily, then rethink what you're doing. You all know this anyway. What am I talking about? Okay, I'm drilling it out just a little bit deeper. I think what happened is due to the heat, it's constricted just the top bit. Well, there we go. These are so cool. So, we have a guitar. We have a guitar, and it's there. She's tuned. I'm not sure if I could call those subtle, but I'm gonna. We hit 250,000 subscribers. We decided that we were going to do, well, that I was going to do some sort of a guitar build and give it away. When we hit that, it was in the middle of COVID-19, so we're sort of 265 or something like that now. If you are Philip Bates and you subscribe to us on the 10th of October, this guitar is yours. The winners had to go over and subscribe to Crimson Guitars Extras, which is our side channel, where I'm going to be doing many and varied little short, tiny videos, just of interest, I hope, to you. I mean, I'll do videos. I hope they're of interest. Anyway, let's have a listen to this guitar, shall we? I suppose I should tune it first. Edit the tuning bit out. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Yep, Philip Bates. This is your guitar. Get in touch, and please watch the next couple of weeks. There is a massive sale going on at crimsonguitars.com. I'm going to be starting the next build, which is going to be a scratch build. For a change, COVID-19 sort of messed my whole everything up. I'm now 8 months behind on what I was supposed to be doing, but I'm starting a second version or a second iteration of the Nebula guitar, which is one of my favorite instruments that I've ever made. And when that video went live, we basically sold the guitar twice. Somebody ordered the actual guitar we made, and somebody ordered the one I'm about to build. This home workshop is finally at a point where I can build a guitar from scratch. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, do not forget to click like, subscribe, all this jazz. All that jazz. Stuff and nonsense. I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye. These control knobs have great, they're very tactile. I like it. Thank you for watching. You guys are amazing. This guitar I am so incredibly happy with it, and let me know what you think. Cheers.